film grain, vinyl crackle, VHS tracking errors. These were once technical failures. But over time, they became cultural signals. We now associate them with memory itself. Why do we trust a photo if it has film grain? Why does digital reverb in music feel less human than a tape hiss? Because our brain is trained to decode material flaws as signs of authenticity. These are not random artifacts, they're language. They tell us that something was made, touched, broken down by time. And in the digital age, where everything can be perfect and infinite, we're craving what Fisher called materialized memory.
Triumfo 1933 is a master of blending retro aesthetics with modern tech. No one does vintage futurism better. His work feels like stepping into a time machine that's been hacked by a genius.
Digital tools no longer just mimic nature. They refine it into a product we can trust with our lives. MindAI humanization plugins now tweak robotic precision to look like breathy imperfection. AI. Handwriting emulators turn sterile code into the warm scrawl of a love letter. These aren't defects in data. These are features sold as authenticity. In the early 20th century, machines were celebrated for removing human error. Today, we reverse the script. We add glitches to code and jitter to pixels because we have been taught to distrust perfection. The machine no longer erases our flaws. It fabricates them on command. Roland Barthes wrote of the punctum, that tiny detail in a photograph which pulls you out, unsettles you just enough to question what is real and what is felt. But now AI doesn't just capture moments, it hallucinates them into being. It stitches together fragments of memory from training data, creating an image not with light, but with code. The result isn't always perfect. Sometimes the hands have 6 fingers, or phrases repeat like broken records. And yet, we're expected to believe. We are meant to trust. Just this week, Senator Lacson condemned an AI video that portrayed Filipinos as monkeys. It's not just fake news anymore. It's synthetic propaganda. These deepfakes and manipulations aren't errors in code, but weapons of confusion. They exploit the same psychological hooks we use to feel nostalgic, familiar faces, old places, voices from memory. But here's the twist. There is no original to compare against. The algorithm creates both the truth and its distortion at once. Nostalgia today is not the echo of a memory. It's an output from code, carefully calibrated to make the past feel warm, familiar, real. We call this warmth character, and we call the algorithm that produces it a filter. But what we're really doing is engineering emotions. The illusion of authenticity has become so powerful, we've forgotten it was ever faked. In our rush to digitize everything, photos, music, even film grain, we've created machines whose sole function is to make digital content appear human. This is how AI turns longing into a feedback loop of production. The algorithms learn from our preferences, what we call a character, and what we recognize as authenticity. But in doing so, they reinforce a cycle. The more we crave the past's warmth, the better the machine becomes at simulating it. In this way, nostalgia is no longer memory, but a performance loop, where each artifact is engineered to feed our hunger for something real, even when that something was just another simulation.